Okay, so we're gonna jump right into a or not a new segment, but a different segment here, where I'm gonna do the end of year to year comparison, and because I live in San Francisco, my biggest money making opportunities are here. I'm gonna go ahead and do quick, super quick for you guys comparison of 2019 versus 2020 performance. Okay, so if we take a look here, this is the sold price analysis report, and I roughly did uh, just like 1 month, right? Like I wanted to see what it looked like October, November 2019, and then October, November today. And if you look at the data, I mean, this is quite a bit. So what I'm pulling here is SFRs that were sold in within the 30-day period, and I kind of want to focus. If you guys take a look, if you guys take a look at the bottom of the first row here, 1,168,000. Okay, so we're gonna work off of that row there. So the original price versus list price. Now, essentially, the list price means that if there is a difference, they went ahead and did a reduction of the original price. So I really don't care about that. I mean, there's not much data to pull. What I'm looking at here is the original price versus sold, and that percentage there. So when it's 100, that means that it's sold at list price, no more, no less. If it's below 100, that means that they took a loss, right? So if they were listing for $1 million, they probably sold it for like 950, something like that. Last year, this time, San Francisco is averaging 112%. So a 12% upcharge on any listing price. That tells me that is a hot fire, maybe 10 or 15 offers sort of situation all the time, right? And that was what we were living in San Francisco for the last 5, 6, 7 years. Now, I kind of want to get you guys boom, just like to 2020 here. Same numbers again. Let's take a look here. 103. So we lost roughly around 10% of aggression, right? 10% of demand year to year. So that could be anything from the fact that San Francisco has been locked down for 8 months. It could be the fact that there's no real clear direction to what businesses are going to have to do to stay open and help the city thrive, especially after coronavirus here. There's a lot of uncertainties, and it's definitely reflecting on the aggressiveness of buyers. Now, if you see, it was almost the same amount of listings sold within a month period. So what that tells me is nothing's really slowing down, right? Like people are still listing, people are still purchasing within a certain amount of time in a window, 30 days, and it's pretty healthy. And if you guys focus on something that's really important here, the average sold home was roughly around $1.3 million in 2019, October, November. If we move over to 2020, we are now up at 1.4. So in a sense, if anyone's talking to you guys like, oh, is the SF market dropping, blah, 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 you can tell them straight up, nah, not really. I mean, what I'm seeing is the prices are still high up there. There's no real true discounts that are coming in. The square footage pricing is right up there, right? It's continued to climb month after month. And I think San Francisco, as far as SFRs go, I'm not talking about condos, apartments, townhouses, none of those. Those complexes are definitely suffering. Okay. But we're focusing purely on single family resident homes here. Okay. So that being said, what's the conclusion off this data? And you can truly tell a billion stories off of this data. But what it tells me is San Francisco's market year through year, even with Corona, kind of devastating our opportunities here in San Francisco. People are still listing, people are still buying, and the only thing that's different is there's no overbidding anymore. There's no, for example, here, let me show you the craziness of what it was in 2019. If you guys go ahead and take a look at Hunter's Point, 1028 Eins Ave, so it's about the fifth one down here. I'm sorry, so it listed at 950. It went down, or it kind of went down to 888 for the live. I'm not really quite sure what happened. But it went ahead and sold for, wait. It sold for, oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Capitol Avenues, which is Ingleside, where I live here. So it originally listed at 855, and it sold for 1,055,000, right? So that is a 123% increase. You are not going to see that. And that was a condo. I know exactly which property that was too. That was a condo. So you're not going to be able to find these ridiculous buyers and, crazy-eyed buyers today. They are definitely more sober, and we are going to see the reflection of it in the overall sold list percentage increase or decrease here. So San Francisco is definitely, still stable. People are still purchasing homes, but we're just not out of our mind pushing up square footage pricing like, there's no tomorrow. Okay, great. So I'm hoping that you guys had a good understanding of what I'm looking at here. This is the type of data that I kind of milk over or mull over just to see if I can find a story, kind of give a definitive answer to my clients' questions like, hey, how's San Francisco doing? I can say anything from, oh yeah, we're doing great or whatever, but this is the type of data that my clients love and that I am truly about, because I do come from, the tech industry, and data analysis is something that made me a ton of money for years. So I'm going to start to apply this a little bit more. If you guys are out there and, want me to go ahead and do a quick comparison year over year in your area, or maybe an area that you're looking to buy, let me know. I will be happy to send you guys these reports and even walk you through what I see.
Perfect.